Anyways, so there was a whole gate program thing back in the fucking 90s and 2000s.
We didn't do a transition.
I don't give a fuck, you
This is his
transition. It is my
It's a bulldoze transition.
Yeah,
the topic just
stop the
comes in.
faggotry, all right?
Jesus Christ.
To stop the faggotry and to let my hatred, vent a little bit more, because these faggy little fucking neighbors of mine keep knocking on my goddamn door, and I'm half tempted to fucking go over there with a shotgun. But
Dalton, tell me about this
Are they
gate
doing
program.
knock knock run type shit?
yeah, and I opened the door at one point with my gun. I said, "Come back!" And they ran away. So I'm fucking tired of people being loud and annoying in a fucking apartment. It's pissing me off. The whole concert was great because I got to get away from all this bullshit, and then I was up with my family all weekend.
Yeah, I don't want
Saturday.
Lamb next to be practicing.
But I don't want to
that'd
fucking
be
have
awesome.
to sit here and listen to all these loud fucking assholes because I want to live a quiet life. Because I was experimented on by the government. And I don't care if anybody believes me or not. Fucking happened.
Well,
Anyway.
don't gatekeep the GATE program.
I'm
What
not
was it?
I'm not gatekeeping it. So the GATE program is Gifted and Talented Education. And it is a thing that happened nationwide. There is a collective of students who have all started to come out and started talking about their experiences. And there are people who have saved all of their information and stuff, like all of the worksheets that they did and all the stuff. And then we found all this, they found all these declassified CIA documents and all this other stuff talking about what they did. And basically the GATE program is a subset of MK Ultra and Stargate, both of which were trying to find psychic abilities in the general populace.
Yep.
The psychic abilities for the general populace of, intelligent people, right? So they went through and they had the teachers tell, the government, hey, we think these people are, immensely intelligent. When I was in first grade, I was doing really well in school, and so my parents had these people come to their house, and I remember this very distinctly, and my parents, and I've actually asked them about it recently, is they came up and they asked if I was a, slow learning person, and they were like, no, he's an intensely smart kid. He takes shit apart and then puts it back together where it works better. So anyway, I was taken out of class constantly and tested with all these different things. They had these little booklets that they had these little they had these hearing tests that we had to do with this certain specific voice in the back of my head. They had different languages that we had to scramble and learn how to do, and Morse code, shit like that. For no apparent reason, I've known Morse code and I didn't know why, and then at the end of the program in third grade, I don't remember first to third grade, or I didn't for the longest time. And then when I started to go down this rabbit hole of videos on Monday, I started memory. I started remembering this balding 40-year-old man come with a counselor to grab me out of class to take me into these fucking...
Can you not?
I was trying to point at Jace, but I don't know what direction he is for Ben.
Hey, can you just chill for a minute? Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
If you're gonna interrupt anything, at least go, it's Ben.
It's been...
Yes, man.
Anyway, so this older guy was balding, and he had basically just that fucking hair that just kind of came around but didn't have anything on top. Him and the counselor would come, and I would sit in a room, and they would take me to this hair, and there was this fucking voice, it sounded like Walter Cronkite, for those who know who he is, and if you don't, look him up later. And so I have that in the back of my head all the time, when I in my dreams. But they had my IQ tested constantly. They had all these different packets that I ended up doing. I don't remember where those went. But apparently it's a huge psyop from them that all of the other students... I'm trying to, get back to where it was at a second ago. But yeah, no. So we all were experimented on by the government trying to find out if we had psychic abilities. And none of us know what happened with that, because it all just kind of stopped suddenly.
Yeah.
So the government was going around testing a whole bunch of kids to see if they were psychers?
Yeah,
So,
basically.
Essentially, so we talked about the Stargate program previously that ended in 1994, admittedly shortly after the Stargate movie came out. So there was a bit of an interesting cross where you could be working for the Stargate program and see the movie Stargate at the same time. It's kind of funny. But then that was basically shit canned in 1994. But it seems like all they did was kind of redirect it and repackage it, and instead of having full-grown adults be put under the freaking microscope and be experimented on for the purpose of remote viewing and things like that, that they switched everything to testing kids.
Yeah.
And so that's where Dalton comes in with this shit.
Yeah, so essentially Dalton's like, I'm smarter than everyone else that the government wanted to me and use me to be a special mind agent.
I was expecting him to start doing the whole South Park bit with the psychics there go.
So anyway, I went through this rabbit hole, and that moment in Death Note where like Light ended up getting all his memories back from the Death Note. It felt like that exact moment where like I just suddenly started remembering all the testing and all the shit that they did, and suddenly out of nowhere, like I had a Dr. Pepper beside me, and I was looking at it like I normally do. It's like, oh, I love Dr. Pepper. I just fucking didn't want to drink it anymore. I just stopped, and I was like, I haven't fucking had a craving for that at all. I haven't given a fuck to drink it.
Yeah.
And now I just have this like strong urge to become healthier.
It's a good thing.
And find out.
Yeah, it's not a bad
more
thing. Like our
bullshit.
food, as much as I love fast food and shit, like in America, it's poisoning us.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
There's
like,
been people that like, yo, I had KFC like outside of the country and it was delicious. I eat it one day when I get back here and I'm fucking like shitting my brains out and I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, yeah, no, the food, like, seriously, like, our government has never lied or experimented on us at all, not in the slightest.
Not the slightest, dog.
Not once, right? But
Not even once.
I found out a lot about this just through a random TikTok video because someone is, like, putting videos online of how to operate military equipment, like how to fly it, how to shoot the guns, how to land it, and all that, like, just sea shanties.
Are they a War Thunder player?
I don't know, maybe. But they're like the A-10 Warthog, the fucking F-16, the Apache attack helicopter, all of these fucking goddamn military, like, you know, equipment. They're teaching people on TikTok how to use it to see shanties, which is amazing to me. One chick said on there, is like, what if this is like an activation thing for the gate kids? I was like, the fuck is that? And I looked it up, and then I went down that rabbit hole. Like,
yeah.
So there's a fucking issue here. There's a thing that I remember. I called Connor and fucking ranted him for like an hour and a half.
So what you're saying is you are a potential sleeper agent.
No, probably not. It's probably more of like, oh, this kid's retarded. Here you go. Oh, this kid is not as special as we thought.
The
Go ahead.
The only other thing I could add is you sent me the thing where it played that audio bit of the man saying, "This is a sound bear." Heard it the first time, didn't recognize it. Heard it the second time, and my brain decided to be like, I remember this. And I was like, because we heard it 10 fucking minutes ago. I'm not gonna sit there and have my brain suddenly be like, I was a child forced into manifestation, or I don't know. It's just, there's so many different, like, possibilities of what it could have been. Like, I remember making several jokes about it, like, what if it was just to, like, see if they could provoke a stroke in someone years in the future, and they did with Dawn, they're like, alright, we got our proof, break it up, fellas, we're done.
But there's also a lot more with a lot of the other kids, is we all have the exact same fucking moles, like, on our fucking, like, arms. Like, the exact same spot. Like, somebody mentioned it a long time ago, it's like the millennial mole. And there's, like, a certain... No.
Right on the forearm or something, man.
Yeah.
On the forearm.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
like, it's like the same spot. It's like, they call it the millennial mole.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
right here.
But there's also, like, they have scars on their forehead. They have, we've never had a broken bone. For no apparent reason, anytime the cops are involved with us, it just instantly goes away. Because, like, remember that other BS that happened to me some time ago? Stopped. Like, there was no other investigation or anything behind it. Like, no one even could pursue anything else. apparently. Like every time I've been pulled over, it's been very lenient. That could also just be coincidental. But we all have the exact same kind of scars. We have the exact same moles. We have the exact same experiences. None of us have broken anything. We all have exorbitantly great teeth, even if we're not the best at taking care of them. And it's just like the amount of things that we all have that are all the same coincidentally is like ridiculous.
Though it may be due to drugs and candy, I do not have good teeth, so.
The moment
That could also be it.
the moment Dalton said we hadn't broken anything, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not a part of that.
Oh no, you broken as shit.
Actually, wait. What's on this call has broken a bone?
Fractured skull at birth.
I'm
That's
pretty
about
sure
it.
I
Well-
broke an arm back
well-
when I was a child. I remember having a cast, so.
I have never broken a bone.
I broken one.
Oh,
Oh.
as-
It's bad.
this could go one of two ways. This could go one of two ways. Either one, there's a hell of a lot of different circumstances that are basically coincidences, which would make this sound like another missing 411 case, or there's something else going on entirely.
But yeah, what reason would you have to fucking test an IQ of a child in first grade?
To see if he could probably jump up a grade, or maybe
The,
if he
the
had some
IQ
kinda-
of a child.
I don't know, man. I wish I had an answer for
I
you.
mean,
Yeah, there were the stuff that we did was we learned Morse code. I don't even know how I know Morse code. I just fucking do.
Apparently some people even they held onto their papers and shit, and they have like Cyrillic lettering and shit that they've practiced.
Yeah, like Russian.
translating.
Like fucking.
Well, yeah,
Russian.
it's Cyrillic.
Like
yeah.
in the new Alien Earth show, what they did was they took children and they pretty much killed the bodies and put their minds and fucking consciousness into the android fucking bodies. So now they're adults, but they're kid minds because kid minds are a lot more malleable and like trainable and more adaptable. It's like when in horror movies when they talk about like children being more, they can see the ghosts and stuff because like they're easily manipulated, kind of.
Oh, it's more like they're more open-minded and curious.
And I mean, as a child being tested on, like, yeah, you don't really know what's going on, but
And then they fucking fed us this goddamn pink drink. We don't know what the fuck it was. A lot of people say it was like fluoride, like damaged brains, but I don't know. I remember the fucking all of the shit like suddenly that one Monday, and it like my entire personality kind of changed as well. Like I went from like, oh, I just kind of like, woe is me, I don't really have much of a goal. It looks like Connor's masturbating. To like, I have a straight goal of what I want to do in my life and like how I want to do stuff. Can you not sit still for like 5 seconds?
What the fuck?
It's just my knee. It's just my knee knock.
But no, it's one of those things that like to me, I don't know how to feel, but I also know that I now have a fucking there are things that I used to like that I suddenly just don't fucking like as soon as I fucking remember all that shit. It was like something flipped a switch in my brain.
It's
Like I
almost as-
generally good.
I say, oh no, go. I was just gonna say it's almost as if you were in a Twilight Zone episode.
Almost like I was in a Twilight Zone episode. That would be a good one. The gate program.
It's kind of like
Maybe.
I'm just thinking of I can't remember. I think it was like a game cabinet, an arcade cabinet that would randomly pop up in arcades. It's called Polaris, I think. And
dude, Angry Video Game Nerd fucking covered that shit, bro. It was a real game. It does exist. I'm not sure if it was as much of a government psyop, but it does have that kind of like to it about it.
Well, 'cause
Just-
apparently,
it would
like, a
pop
bunch
up
of-
and leave.
like a bunch of dudes and dudes would come and run maintenance on the cabinet, and it was different than like the normal people who would come in. All that it was. I don't know. It's just Dalton talking about the gate program kind of just kind of reminded me of that conspiracy.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a great answer to those conspiracies, though. And and it's what Dalton told me that fateful night he talked to me for an hour and a half. I hate the government. Fuck the government.
Those were my words.
Yeah,
That's
like, I think he said that
Honestly-
more that if I took a shot every time he said gate or fuck the government, I wouldn't be here.
I liked your transition though, Ben.
Yeah.